In a concentrated situation there because it was so good as a as an insect repellent. I know that you see sometimes we'd have ants running around on the floor. You just take a little paintbrush, dip it in the chlordane, and paint a circle around the ants. He will not cross the line. He will not cross it. He can't. If he does, he just dies. It's very, very potent, very powerful. It's like an oily substance. It lasts for 30 years. So they used it. It was the best thing of all for termites. But then some guy fell into a vat of it, I think it was, and ingested a goodly amount of it, and I think he died. And they said, "Oh yeah, it's no good. You can't take it. Take it off the market." And they, mainly I think the termite companies were doing that because, now you need to be termite proofed every 5 years. And with that stuff, you were good for 30 because it just doesn't dissolve. It stays in the ground and it protects your home and it keeps protecting it. Best thing ever. And they took it off the market because there was some weird stuff about it. Nobody ever really died from it. This other guy that ate buckets of it when he fell into it. I don't remember what happened to him though.
Oh wow, that's borderline strange, but yeah, it's we still have some decent places around. I think what a lot of these places battle are especially on the boardwalk. Or close to the boardwalk. We've got Stewart's root beer stand that has been around for decades. We've got the mom and pop pizza places all over the place here. Over on the boardwalk, they've got places that have been there for well over 50 years. And it's like they're institutions, but and not only that, but like there's a place called over here. It's called Midway. Midway has been on the boardwalk for as long as I can remember. As long as I've been going to the boardwalk, and that's been a long time. Where they serve they serve sausages, the Italian hot dogs, and basically and fries. That's all they serve, and they've been there longer than I can remember. But yeah, and then you get some of these new places that come in and try to deal with that, and it's hard to deal with some legends, even if they're trying to copy the legends. But yeah, especially in this area or any area that has a boardwalk like Wildwood, Atlantic City. So like places like that there are institutions that they have there. There's a place in Atlantic City called Washington Subs. That anybody that's really into subs, you go into this place and it's got pictures of presidents and pictures of just about any any big actor. So it's like it's again a lot of these places are battling places that have been here for 50, 60, 70 years. But anyway, yeah, it's some of them are okay because they're on the main drag going in and out, and they do catch people coming in. It's like I'm not into McDonald's or Burger King or any of those, but there's a couple others that are on the board that are on the strip going into the seaside area. But yeah, it's once all the tourists leave and we have our area back to us, everything just goes back to normal, and then you go to your regular pizza parlor, you go to your regular hot dog joint, you go to your regular restaurant, and to where everybody knew each other and say, welcome back. Summer must be over. but yeah, C4L N2HYG.
N2HY and a J and C4L. Well, you certainly have a long history there. And it's a shame you don't have the Arby's. It's a good place to eat. But what are you going to do? I heard a rumor someplace that they're thinking that New Jersey may become a red state. Is there any benefit of any realistic thing in that or not?
Oh, yeah. By the looks of what's happening, especially with Wildwood, the rally that Trump had down in Wildwood, there was like 120,000 people there on the beach, but they don't tell you about what's off the beach. They couldn't get onto the beach. It was just gridlock, block after block after block after block of not people driving, people walking, parking their cars, miles away. So South Jersey was always red. North Jersey was always blue. And that's where the population has been. So I don't know if it's going to turn around. I hope so. If it turns around, that would be great. But yeah, we'll have to wait until November to find out. But after what happened the other night, I think New Jersey's gonna go red this time.
Well, that's hard to believe. I know I watched the debate, and I think Trump was very, very good in what he did. I didn't think he lied about anything. But he has a bravado about him in the way he exaggerates some things. But I looked at, they had the fact checkers, and I looked at all the things that he was supposed to have lied about, and it's just BS. It's just a matter of interpretation of what they think. Like, there was no evidence to this. Well, yeah, that doesn't mean because there's no evidence that it isn't true. He has more access to information than you guys that are little fact checkers do. With your Google that doesn't let that filters things and doesn't let it come through. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. But you know what I'm doing now? I'm saying to people, you can vote whatever you want for. However, I would suggest before you vote for Biden, demand that he take a cognitive test. It doesn't matter if he's the nicest grandpa in the world. Has no bearing on that. I need somebody that's going to protect my life and my children and my security. And if he is incompetent, don't vote for him. Or if he refuses to take the test, there's only one reason, and that's because he's incompetent. If he's good enough to be president of the United States, he should be more than 100% able to take a test to see what his cognitive function is. And he isn't, man. He's got atrial fibrillation. You see him walk off the stage after the debate, and his wife had to hold him by hand, and he went down sideways. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw. Unfortunately, I saw. But yeah. I don't know. It's. I think it's as far as for a competence test, this go around is probably not going to happen. But what I started to see today that some people are talking about the 25th Amendment. Take a look at the 25th Amendment. Read it carefully. And basically think about it. For the most part, Congress by a 2/3 vote for both houses, they can actually vote him out for incompetence. But the problem is the vice president goes in. Unless she's not there, then your president pro tem will come in. But yeah, just take a look at the 25th Amendment. I just hope this goes till November, only because you don't know what's going to happen after that. It's like I tell some of the people that have been preaching this, they're starting to preach it. I said, just be careful what you wish for. I understand it, but But yeah, it it could be more problems that way than anything else. And to H, Y, and a G.
Yeah, okay, no, I understand. But I don't want to appear to be like a biased